so this is problem 7 on homework 1. So we're given a shock to the economy in which output falls and MPN goes up. If you think about some of the typical shocks that we've done in class, this isn't a very likely outcome. This is going to be a very odd situation. So I think the best way to a problem is just to go through each of the answer choices, draw out the graphs of what's happening in those choices, and then how it's going to impact your output and your MPN. So let's start with answer choice A. Just draw typical little graphs here. So in this situation, there is a flood in Minnesota which destroyed the production facility. So if you're literally destroying a facility, your production function is going to fall. And then when your production function falls, your workers are marginally less productive, which means firms are going to do less labor because they are not as productive. So your labor demand is going to, and as you see, this is going to give you a fall in MPN, and also it's going to make the output fall. So it can't be choice A. Choice B is the invention of personal computers. I'll draw it this way to save space. So inventing computers, once again, our production function is going to change. It's going to increase. Because marginal productivity of labor went up, firms are going to demand these workers. Now, because of this, our marginal productivity of labor went up, which is what we want, but our output went up as well. So that can't be right either. Moving on to choice C. Choice C is discovering new oil reserves. It's going to boost up our, discovering new oil reserves is going to increase our production function because we're going to have more capital available, which in the same situation as choice B, boosting up your MPN, labor, increasing your marginal productivity, and also your output. Now choice D is where it gets, obviously this is going to be the right answer. So this one is the baby boomers retiring and leaving the labor force. So shock is going to pull the supply curve inward because there are physically less workers that are in the labor force. Now, as you'll see, because of that move, our output decreased, but our MPN, which as you'll remember, is equal to real wage, went up. So this is the odd scenario where output is going to fall, but the marginal productivity of labor is going to increase, and the answer is choice D.